Hello children, a warm welcome to our English class and a very good morning. Before going into the today's topic, let's have a quick recap of yesterday's worksheets. If you open page number 56 in your English reader, we have done words in use, right? Let me read out the answers directly. Words in use A bit, second one, ripping, piled, leapt, roofless. I have written in a single word, but you need to write as a whole sentence. B bit, you need to complete the words using un to form an antonym, right? First one is already done, uncooked. Second, unlock. Third, untidy. Fourth, unkind. Here, yesterday I have told you unsafe children. But later when I have gone through the other sentence, unsafe is suitable answer for another one. So here, unkind. Fifth, unpack. Sixth, unsafe. Seventh, untie. Eighth, unwashed. In your grammar tree, if you open page number 85, we have done with antonyms, right? Let me read out the answers. Small, big, early, late, love, hate, wild, domestic, open, closed, or shut. Sixth, old, new, or young. You can write any one. Seventh, high, low. Eighth, dull, clever, or bright. Ninth, life, death, hard, soft, short, long, or tall, rough, smooth. Next, in B bit, we have seen that we need to add the prefix un before the word to form the antonym, right? Willing, unwilling, safe, unsafe, fair, unfair. Like this, you have added un before the word to form an antonym. Next, in today's session, let us learn more about the antonyms. As we have seen till now, we can frame an antonym by adding un before the word, right? Here, today, let us learn more. Not only by adding un, we can make or we can form a new antonym by adding in or im. Here in the box, if you observe, possible, impossible, pure, impure, movable, immovable, capable, incapable, direct, indirect, complete, incomplete. Form antonyms by using the prefix in or im. Visible, invisible. Visible means to see, right? Invisible means we can't see. Patient, impatient. Here the word patient means it's not like the person who is unwell. No. Patient means a person who can wait for long time. Like the person who doesn't get anger easily. Impatient means the person who gets anger easily. Just quite opposite. Next, here I have written two more, 5th and 6th children. I felt that maybe those are difficult for you to write. That's the reason. The rest all you need to do for perfect, polite. Human, inhuman. Human means who is kind. Inhuman means who is not kind, like cruel, who is very harsh. Next, mobile, immobile. Mobile means which is movable. Immobile means which is not movable. For suppose mobile, we have all mobile phones, right, which is carried very easily from one place to the another place. Whereas earlier we used to have land phones which is not movable. In the same way, mobile, immobile, which can be moved, which cannot be moved. The rest all you can do easily. Next, D bit. Here we need to form the antonyms by using the prefix dis before the word. Honest, dishonest, comfort, discomfort, like, dislike, pleased, displeased. So you need to add dis as a prefix to the words to form an antonym, children. First two I have done. Allow, disallow, continue, discontinue. Next, E bit. Rewrite the following sentences replacing the underlined words with their antonyms. Here you need to write the antonym of the word which has been underlined, and you need to rewrite the sentence. First one is done. What you have told us is false. The underlined word is false. What is the antonym of false? True, right? What you have told us is true. So you need to write the sentence using the antonym. The rest all you need to do. Second, Alam's car is old and small. How you'll write? Alam's car is new and big. Abir was absent. The teacher was displeased. How you can write? Abi was present. The teacher was pleased. So in this way you need to complete the rest of the sentences, children. Till 12. F bit. Give the antonyms of the underlined words. You may use words formed with the prefixes un, in, im or dis. We can use any of these prefixes to form an antonym, children. Write only the antonyms in your exercise book. We need to write only the antonyms of the words, not required of writing the whole sentence. As soon as I lit the lamp, the ghost appeared. So what is the antonym of appeared? Disappeared. I remember faces but not the names of people. For remember, you need to write the antonym. Remember, forget. The speech was long and uninteresting. Underlined words are long, uninteresting. What is the antonym for long? Short. For uninteresting, interesting. So I have separated the words using comma. If you have more than one word, you can separate the words using comma, children. You need to complete the rest of the sentences. You need to write in your textbook itself beside of each sentence. Coming back to your English reader, page number 57, speech practice. I'm going to play an audio, children. Listen carefully and try to repeat the words. Try to understand how the words are being spelled using the phonics.
And heard. A. Listen and repeat. Card, curd. Bath, birth. Hard, heard. Fast, first. Barn, burn. Pass, purse. Far, fur. Carve, curve. Star, stir. Farm, firm. Heart, hurt. B. Listen and repeat. 1. Scarf and skirt. 2. Bark and chirp. 3. Dirt on the cart. 4. I can't find my shirt. 5. I saw many birds in the park. 6. We learnt about sharks today.
So you have listened to the speech practice, right, children? Try to practice the words, how to spell. Next, writing. Imagine that you watched the storm through a glass window. Write 3 short paragraphs about the storm. Look at these questions for help and add more points of your own. Here, 3 questions have been given. You need to write 3 paragraphs based on the hints given for each paragraph. First one, what was the scene outside? This is the question. And the hints are trees bent by the storm and rain, The sound of the wind, very dark, no street lights. You need to use these phrases in your paragraph to complete it, children. You need to start the paragraph like this. What was the scene outside, right? You need to explain how it was. I watched the storm through a glass window. In my house, the trees were burnt by the storm and rain. I could hear the woo sound of the wind. It was very dark as there were no street lights. So in this way, you need to write a paragraph. First one is done for you. Second and third, you need to write, children. Second one is, what did the other people do? The hints are, rushed indoors for safety, stayed in bed. Third one, what did your family say to each other as you all watched the storm? I'm scared. Don't worry. This is the worst storm. Here you need to think about the story, the other side of the story. Here the speaker is telling about the night spent in his house. What about the other people in that area? What did they do? So you need to think about the people, other people, and you need to write a paragraph. What did the other people do? Rushed indoors for safety, stayed in bed. So use these two words, two phrases in your sentence and complete the sentence. Complete the paragraph. Third one, what did your family say to each other as you all watched the storm? So first suppose, think that you all are watching the storm and what did you tell to your family? That you are scared. Like, I told my mother or father that I was scared. And their reply would be, don't worry. This is the worst storm. At the end, you can end the sentence in this way. So use these phrases to complete the paragraph, children. You need to write these in your English HW. Thank you. Have a nice day.